Welcome to Classic Car Cave. I want to put this video up quickly right after I've done this one on the Mini, the race car or the track car, to make an apology, an official apology to Mini Sport. Now I didn't realise it, but what happened was they gave me an envelope with my receipts and everything in it. I spent around about £980 with them on the tyres and some other bits and pieces, and probably another few hundred on, at least 300 to come for a couple of new tyres and a couple of new rims that I need. So probably in total I'm probably going to spend the best part of £1,200 with them. But unbeknown to me, I didn't realise they did actually, the two guys there, or the one guy was looking after us, I didn't see him, but he's put me these, he's put two of them, and I've checked, they're not on, I didn't pay for them, they are actually there, so there's two of them. So I apologise profusely for that. I didn't realise they were in there until I went through all the paperwork, and they are there, so I can probably put them on the roof somewhere. Maybe a nice sticker on the roof, I don't know, somewhere. Anyway, so I did have them, and I really apologise for that. But just quickly before I show you what we've done, so today Amir has put this lighting, this LED lighting into the Mini, and we've got it on a switch, and we will put the rain light onto that as well. Now unfortunately I thought the rain light would have had a mode in it to flash on and off, but when we put it onto a battery it just is plain red, but it's very bright. So perhaps you have to buy a mode or a modem or whatever it is electronically to make it flash, or perhaps we can even use a flasher unit. That might work, I don't know, but we can see. But before I go into that, I just want to give you a really quick rundown of what this trip to the UK, because I think it's important that people know what kind of money goes into these things. But as I said, okay, it was across 5 projects. In fact, it was actually across 6. Everything I have, I bought something for. I didn't bring it all back with me. For instance, there's a new headlining for that E-Type hard top, which is coming. Some over mats coming for the XK, which are coming, and a new piece of French blue interior for the E-Type, which is coming late. It's coming later. But I worked it out today, and with everything that we bought and everything I spent on the trip, that's including ferries, fuel, accommodation, not counting the odd food, the odd snack or a cup of coffee or a cup of tea there, but main meals that I had, it came out at just over 16,000 euros, which is quite a lot. So I've been through them all. I've changed it from pounds into euros, but you can imagine that's still a shitload of money. And obviously the biggest part of that was the Jaguar XK150 interior, which was £7,770 alone, just for the interior. So that's a fair chunk of change just on that alone. So yeah, it was a pretty expensive trip, to say the least. And the kicker of the whole thing is I didn't realise my phone wasn't on roaming. When people were calling me, or I was calling people to check they had this stuff or that stuff, or that they were open, because I didn't want to drive for miles and miles and then they weren't open. And the kicker was my wife got a phone message saying that we now have to pay 450 euros in charges for the 7 days I was there. I didn't phone that many people, but of course what's happening with these robbing bastards is that they transfer it to Austria and then back to the UK. Even though I was in the UK and I could phone somebody in the UK, they're charging us for sending it back to Austria and coming back to the UK. But it is what it is. So yeah, so I've got all the receipts, I've been through them all. As I said, the total was just over 16,000 euros for everything, which is a lot more than I thought it was, but prices have gone up quite considerably. And as I said, I'll carry on, it's just a little video. I want to show you these lights now so you can see what's going on. And I'll leave these here to mull over. So it's on a switch, so I'll put it on. That should be it, isn't it? No, mine. Ah. Should be it now, isn't it? All right, son. There we go. So you can see what I'll do. Look, I'll take the camera off. No, I won't. Yes, I will. So let me bring you back, or I'm going to make a real cock of this. Okay, so you can see there are those LED, and you can still see that obviously the air can go straight the way through. I don't know if I bring it up closer, perhaps you can see it. You can see the air can still go through there. So what Mia's done is clean up the black plastic headlight bowls, put some grey primer on them, and then some silver paint that we were using on what was left from the Citroen, and that's just give it a bit more reflection. But as you can see, that's going to work really well, and that should be more than enough to get away. And the ring hasn't affected the ring on the outside, and we actually basically stuck them straight into the plastic headlight bowls, and there you go. So pretty pleased with that. I think that looks pretty well. So just a little update and an apology, and I apologise for jumping the gun, but I didn't realise until I got back. You can imagine after nearly 5,000 Ks, all that driving, all that moving around, my kind of head was up my arse a little bit. But I apologise profusely for saying I didn't get the stickers. Although there is another case with SNG Barrett where I didn't get any stickers, but I will go over that when I do the XK stuff. So just a quick one and a quick update and an apology. Take care.